The girl who lives alone in a world that has ended. The girl who lives in a vacant, unmoving world. For some reason, she interested me. The girl's life is a lonely one. No one other than the girl exists. It is a given, since nothing is born or dies here. This is such a world. One day, something was different. The girl was sitting in the right corner of the room next to the window. That was a normal sight to see, since it was her favorite place to sit. But it was what she was doing that was abnormal. She was building something that looked like a doll. I observed her every movement until she suddenly turned around and smiled at me. I was shocked. She held the doll in one hand and made a welcoming gesture with the other. That body was made for me. She had seen me all this time, and now she was kind enough to give me a body. But how was I supposed to live? A doll doesn't have a heart, neither a brain or blood. Is wishing all I had to do? Wish to be born in this world, the one and only warmth in this world since some time ago. I wished and wished, but nothing ever happened. Then I started to wonder if this girl's life was always a lonely one. Would I stay only as an observant in this world forever, lacking any sense of existence? Maybe it was faith. Maybe it was already determined to be this way. Slowly, realizing that wishing was not going to work, I hoped that my soul would cease to exist. When I was on a whim of giving up, it came to me. This was not how I wanted it to end. Leaving the girl alone again was not an option. She needed me as much as I needed her. All I have to do is wish harder, and if that doesn't work, wish even harder than that. My hope would slowly regain to its fullest again, and I felt more alive than I had ever felt before. Then it happened. Slowly, bit by bit, I could move my body that was in a shape of a doll. Did it mean I had hoped what it meant? Had I been born into this world? My soul travel was almost complete. I was born into this world to seek her, sacrificing all the things I would have to gain from a life in the new world. The girl had made my body from scrap she had collected from somewhere. My memory is stagnant. I cannot recall anything, even if I exert effort, where I had been until now or where I was trying to go. I cannot talk with the girl. The doll does not have a mouth. The only thing I can do is walk and nod, yes or no, when she's talking to me. When she asks me questions that was too hard for me to answer, which couldn't be shown with gestures or nod, she only smiled and wrapped her arms around me with a distant, sad look in her eyes. But this is the one and only warmth I seek in this world. Although since I am made out of scrap, I cannot feel the warmth. Sometimes the girl and I walk outside together on the big grass field with nothing in the sky. Since there was no clouds to cover it up, it was always day. There was no such thing as wind here. It was very much needed either, because it was never too hot nor too cold. It was beautiful, but still very sad. But there actually was one thing that was unique in this world, except for the girl who was living here by herself. At a certain time every day, within faint illuminations, are small lights flying, a luminous shower of lights that pervaded everywhere on the field. Each light floated up towards the sky, making it simulate bright snow flying back into the sky. When I tried to touch them, they only went through me, as if I wasn't even there. It looked like the sky was crying golden tears.